Ain't no baby.
Yeah, it's full throttle. Oh, let me get my legs straight. And we got all Texas right here and Storm.
Adopted him from the 2011 tornado.
Mm.
Get off that horn. He's trying to eat your horn, Pablo.
Is he?
Yeah, trying to
I
eat
thought
that
he was
apple.
just smelling.
He was licking it.
That's the good luck. Yeah. That's the good
Get
luck.
down,
boy. Oh, Storm.
We're already recording there, see.
Are we?
Yeah, and I'm not going to edit any of that out. So,
Oh, okay. That's fine.
so tell America hello.
Well, hello, everybody. How's it going? Right here with Texas. He's having a good time.
Yeah, those spoiled rotten dogs.
Yeah.
Welcome back to 18
Gotta
Outdoors.
clean
We're
that.
sitting here talking a little bit, but today we've got the legendary,
No.
exceptional, newer hunter, you can say. You've been hunting about 6-7 years.
Yeah.
So,
Like 8, pretty much. I
8
would
years?
say with this
Wow.
season is going to be like 8. Yeah.
Pablo Esquivel.
Yep.
And you're originally from Costa Rica. A lot of
Yeah.
people already know that, but he honed his skills hunting with blowguns and slingshots.
Back there, yeah. When I was a kid. And then,
And brought it to America.
yeah.
And now you're perfecting the art of whitetail hunting by taking this beautiful specimen
Yeah.
on public land in Tennessee.
First time out of state, too.
First
And,
time out of state, and killing this at least 4-year-old buck, probably 5. Our sucker's probably got about a 7-inch base right there, no kidding. So it's just a very cool,
Yeah.
Real good mass. Just a dang for a first public
Yeah,
land
man.
out of state buck, or it's your first buck beside of a a
Yeah.
little smaller 8-point.
Yeah, a smaller 8-point, and then a bunch of spikes. A bunch of spikes,
Well,
but buck is a buck. But
Yeah,
this is the first, like, good one. Honestly, the first really good buck.
yeah.
And,
And there ain't nothing wrong with that being your first good buck. So.
Yeah.
And that is awesome. So it's it's a cool, a lot of character, just, tall, tight, good mass, nothing wrong with that buck at all. Crap. So nobody can pass that up,
Oh, no.
So
And trust me, I was not going to.
you wasn't going
I
to-
got lucky that I actually was able to take a shot at him.
It wasn't lucky, it was all skill, wasn't it?
A mixture of everything, I
Mixture of
guess.
everything?
Yeah. So just to kind of like go back, the place where I sat, it was a mixture in between hardwoods, swampy. Well, I was in a small pine thicket, not really thick. It's kind of like the ones that they don't thin out.
Mhm.
So maybe about 5-acre, 4-acre lot. A briar patch, huge briar patch on the left. In front of me was kind of like that marshy looking like swamp, and behind that there was some hardwoods. So I know you always talk about the habitat within the habitat, and it was just too many things in the same place. And also the rubs and all that stuff that I found just right on the side of the road. To be honest, I was like, hold on, I gotta check it out. And I was facing west, and it was a northwest wind, and they were coming from like the southwestern. So it was kind of like a iffy wind for me, probably a perfect wind for them, But 2:45, I guess, something like that. I seen some movement, maybe about 80 yards way down there on the thicket. I thought that it was a squirrel because the movement was low to the ground.
Right.
Maybe 10 minutes went by, something else, and I just kept picking, and I was using my scope, trying to see like what was going on, what was moving. Eventually I was able to see something standing up, and I said, that's a deer, And I keep picking with my scope, but it was it was overcast as well. So I didn't have enough light, and I just couldn't see what it was. I knew that it was a deer, but I couldn't see good. Suddenly, the creature kind of like walked a little bit closer to me. So when I took a peek through the scope, I seen a doe. She was licking her back and shaking her off like that, And right behind her, as I'm looking through the scope, this dude just stands up,
Wow.
And He was a big old buck. Probably had that doe locked down right there with him. And then, of course, my heart is about to come out of my chest. I was like, God, it's me again, yeah, please let me hit him. And the crazy thing is that maybe another 10 minutes went by. She never moved. She was just standing there, licking her back and just doing her thing. So, and he was motionless behind her. I could see the rag through the brush and all that because the sky cleared up a little bit, so I have a little bit of light to work with. But then I was calm. I was super calm, but my heart was coming out of my chest. Like my heart never stopped beating that hard. But I was so nice and calm. Then it's with a rifle too. So I got the rifle on my right hand, prone against the tree, but I'm picking on the left side like this. And I have a little bitty opening, maybe about a square foot, about 80 yards, where I was like, if they go through here, I'm gonna have a shot. And then she goes through it, and as soon as she goes through, I mean, he was maybe a foot behind her.
Wow.
Like, yeah, he was on her tail.
He's staying with her.
Yeah. Then I seen his rack coming in. I didn't know how big it was. I just seen antlers, but I seen his rack coming in too. And then I go to take the shot like this, and the opening is closed. So I just immediately grabbed the rifle, swapped hands, and I went back on the side, and he was almost passing through the opening already. Like his vitals were gone.
Wow.
And I say, Hail Mary. And man, I just put it in the middle, squeeze it, and lucky enough, I hit him on the spine, like dead on the spine. He collapsed right there. I didn't know like if he was down or not.
Right.
And because I saw her and she was just kind of like a looking, and I was like, I got him. Like I never saw him running down like that. So I took off running to him because I wanted to put another shot because I seen a leg kicking, just kind of like a just regular the last kicks, I guess.
Right.
So I took off running to him, climbed down and took off running, and then I knew that he was dead, but I put another shot on him just to make sure. And I sat in there for like every bit of 5 minutes without saying a word, without touching him, without nothing.
Soaking it all in, huh?
Just sitting beside him, and I was like, I cannot believe this is happening. Man, I'm telling you, he was. I mean, I'm still so thankful, so excited. It's everything that I could have just asked for, and
Well, that's an awesome book.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
there's no. Hell, I wasn't complaining at all about
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's amazing. There's nothing. I mean, that's a mature buck, so
and he's stunk
stump,
bad,
full
yeah,
rut.
yeah. I mean, his neck when Daniel measured it, measured 26 inches.
Wow.
Super swole up. His tarsals were like charcoal black, and he was a stinking. I mean, bad. And I was so pumped because then he was laying like this. Went ahead and grabbed him from here, pick him up. Man, I put my hands on him just like this. I swear to God, and he clicked on my head when you told me there ain't nothing like it until
Ain't
you
nothing
put
like it.
until you put your hands on a big old bug from public land.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, man, I'm never gonna forget this. I mean, ever.
Oh no. I mean, I've not forgot any of my bucks. I mean, it's just when you've put in so much time. You saw like 8 years of hunting, and you've killed quite a few deer, and you've had a lot of opportunities, but you've been fighting and fighting, trying to get to this.
Yeah.
But you've had a couple of chances, and just
Yeah.
things didn't work out. But when it finally happened, I mean, it's such a sigh of relief. But it's just like, man, all that work, and here it is, and then you kind of maybe a little bit sad because that's he's a true monarch, the king of the woods for that area, whatever. And I mean, it's humbling for it to happen, and
very
so,
humbling.
and we've talked over the years, and you've listened to podcasts, you've been on podcasts, and you're sometimes, and you've messaged me and stuff, and sometimes you've kind of gotten maybe overwhelmed with a lot of information, trying to take a bunch of information
Yeah.
and putting it into the way your style you want to hunt. But what's neat about this hunt is, if I understood you right, you got out to pee
Yeah.
and seen some rubs from the road
Yeah.
and followed rubs to a real thick area, and you've had a few struggles like, I see this sign and I see that thick area. Well, what's in that thick area? So you
Yeah.
go in the thick area, and kind of during hunting season, I'm more like, if I see a thick area with sign, I don't really. I've learned, over the years, don't go in there just yet, because if they're there, you're gonna blow them out. Hunt's over with. So
Yeah, that's the case, because remember, I stopped. I was just gonna take a leak, and then I seen a little bit of road, maybe about 10 feet from the road, and picked my head up like that, and another one. So I didn't even carry my rifle. I just started walking, and then there was rubs everywhere, within 50 yards of the road, and a clear trail, and like you remember, like you said, stay clear of the trail. So I was like, well, what this might be it. And like I said, all that habitat,
Right.
went and grabbed the rifle and start walking back. So I hit a line, the transition line between the swampy looking like marsh with the briars, and I got maybe from here to the TV of it. And I said, man, I really want to go back there, but I'm afraid that if it's something up there, I'm just gonna bump it.
Yeah.
And
You made the right decision.
yes, and I just back out and
Yeah.
climb, and they walk maybe 20 feet from the last place where I stopped.
Wow.
I'm actually surprised that she never
Nothing.
picked my ground set, because it was maybe what, an hour before.
Wow.
So
Well, if she hadn't got to the exact point that you walked through, maybe she couldn't
Mhm.
pick it up yet. But I mean, that's a lesson. Is like when you walk into an area and you see all that sign, you see, man, that looks so thick. I want to go to that, but you held back. Like, well, I'll climb here and do maybe an observation set to see, because there's so much sign there, and you're right there to see the edge of the thicket, the transition, the habitat within the habitat.
Yeah.
To actually watch it, because if you screw up and go ahead and walk through there, you might have ruined it. But
Yeah.
you made the good right decision. Held back, said, all right, I'll try it here, and boy, look at there. So
Let's see. Yeah, I said, let's see what's gonna happen here,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Because you had a couple more days to hunt, probably. So
yeah.
So if you could have moved farther, or if you just think, which a rifle is a whole different thing.
Oh,
So
yeah.
a rifle, you can cover up much area, so you don't need to push too close. So
Now that was the third day. That was on the third day of the hunt.
Okay.
Yeah. And man, we're talking about a struggle, a mental struggle, because I was like, I'm in the same place. I've seen some does and things like that, but that's about it.
seeing deer. So.
Yeah, but I was like, it seems like I'm still chasing the ball. It seems like I'm still behind, and it's just kind of like a fighting myself. And you told me, no, keep the spirit up, remember? And you told me, no, and I was like, okay, and sure enough, man, without that, and if I try to like call out everybody that has helping me, has given me an advice, a check, like I just call on me checking, a text message and all that. If I try to call everybody out, this video is gonna
Long
be
list.
this video is gonna be 2
Yeah,
hours,
Yeah.
So I want to appreciate. Well, I want to use the time to appreciate everybody, all of y'all. You know, all of y'all that has helping me with everything, with anything. Cause I mean, this success right here, this is kind of like a group success. To be honest, I'm more than thankful with the
Right.
people and the friends and everybody like you.
Oh,
and,
we're a tight knit community,
Yes,
and so
mhm.
we try to help each other out all we can. So
gotta remember, I went 3 years without seeing a deer. 3 whole
Wow.
seasons, because I didn't know what I was doing. I just have no clue, and I honestly just don't really know how I kept kind of like I guess being stubborn, keep pushing and all that, and next thing you know, and I killed a doe, and here we are, enjoying this moment.
yeah,
And
well, a lot of people go through that. I went through it. Like, it took me forever to see a buck. Seeing a buck when you heard, I got a friend that tells me a story. He said, "Man, I remember like you heard stories about bucks.
Yeah.
It's like the devil. If you
Yeah.
don't know if you want to see it or not, and you don't know if you're gonna be ready. Then when you do see it, you freak out. Oh my God, it's a buck! It's a spike, but it's a buck. So you're trying to shoot it because that was
Yeah.
back then. That was the goal. A buck. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
If that sucker had an antler, it was that's a buck. That's what you want. So it don't matter. So. But now, things have changed a little bit with people's strategies and management. Trying to get mature bucks. So getting that because you're still going through. How many deer have you killed? 10 deer, maybe a few more.
Oh, more than
More
that.
than that,
Yeah.
so-
Mhm.
You killed quite a few with the bow. I mean,
Yeah.
impressive to be
Yeah.
a younger hunter. So, and you make yourself a lot of opportunities, and sometimes, messaging back and forth and talking, you kind of struggle with trusting what you're doing, but
Yes.
but you're still having plenty of opportunities, and that's impressive. I mean,
Because
so
remember, it's been what, 3 years? 3 years since I took the shot on that really big buck.
the big yeah
Yeah, he was a stud,
yeah
and I was very happy, and I'm still very happy
Yeah.
that I didn't kill him. A lot of people's not gonna agree with what I'm gonna say, but I feel like that could have steered me in the wrong direction, and out of nowhere just got on the right place, got lucky on the right time with the rut going on, and kill a monster, and I'd be like, oh, I know everything. Ain't nobody, it could have steered me in the wrong direction,
Right.
and it was actually good that I was able to wet my feet on the big leagues because that's how it goes. You're gonna hit, you're gonna miss. It's just that's part of it.
yeah. You're gonna have
Mhm.
them trials. So
So I feel very, very thankful because I was sick like a dog, man, for like for like 2 weeks. I never felt that before, and I feel very thankful for that experience. I feel that after that day, I started like appreciating more and more and realizing like chances like this don't happen that often,
yeah.
and anytime that you actually get one, you got to make it count. Well, you got to try to do everything that you can to make it count.
Yeah.
So
So that's one of the hardest things. A lot of people don't realize. One of the hardest parts of a big buck is putting yourself in position to see the sucker in the daylight.
yes,
I mean, when you do that, you've accomplished a lot doing that, and sometimes you don't get the shot, or something happens you miss, or whatever. But putting yourself in position to get the shot, I mean, that's a major accomplishment because you figured out a little piece or something, or you trusted your gut or your instinct, and it worked. It just the success part didn't happen, but having the shot opportunity or seeing it, that's
Yeah.
incredible because a mature buck, especially in the South on public land, you get past 4 years old, it's
it's
a whole different level.
Yeah.
They've learned so much. And it makes it tough. So when you do see one and you had that opportunity, that's a big accomplishment. I mean, I would be proud of that, and I'm proud. Some of the ones I've had get away from me. I've had the opportunity, but things happen, and it just if you start trusting your gut like that, and you're seeing you have an opportunity like that, and be a little patient, that says a lot and goes a long way.
Yeah.
This right here is, to me, should help you with what you're seeing and what
yeah.
you're doing, and the way you're setting up. So, if it didn't happen that day, and now like if I go find an area like that and I don't see it the first day, you can give it another shot or make a slight adjustment. But you've trusted yourself to get into that kind of a spot to see that animal, and that's impressive. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very proud for you
I
to.
appreciate it,
so-
man. It means a lot, man.
I know you've been kind of,
Yeah.
like you say, getting excited and seeing it because a bunch of people have been pretty successful this year already, and you see that so that's one of the kind of the negative thing about social media. You see,
Yes.
everybody's killing this stuff, and like, man, why can't I do it? But it's gonna happen, and it happened. And now, like killing one of them a year, if you do that, or even every couple of years, I mean, you should feel good, and it kind of, hopefully, the pressure won't be on you as much, and you can relax a little bit more,
Yeah.
So, and that part, enjoy it, a little bit more. We ain't gonna be so nervous, and
Which
be pushing it. So.
which it sucks, because exactly 1 week after I hit this fella,
He got crutches.
got crutches.
And I don't know what to hear the whole story. That's that Parker pushed you out of the boat or something because he
Yeah,
was
that's
afraid
what happened. Yeah,
so,
that's
he was afraid you was gonna go in a mile and a half and shoot a doe or something.
yeah. He said, "Man, we ain't shooting no those today." He just threw me off the boat. You know. Yeah. No, I was going up with Parker and another just a normal walk, going uphill. He went over a little hump and stopped, and he's like, I grabbed my hand, so he extended out his hand. I grabbed him, and when I took the step, my feet kind of like I slided backwards, maybe 2, 3 inches at the most, and it just kind of bended a little bit. I would say a little bit more than normal. I mean, it wasn't nothing reckless or nothing like that. Just a little bit more bend, and I felt they pop, and like if somebody just grabbed this and just rip it in half,
Wow.
and then I hit the ground like a sack of taters, you know, and I couldn't move my leg, and I was telling Parker. Parker's laughing, you know, because he thinks that I just kind of like fell, and I was like, dude, I messed something up, like I actually did. So he was like, let's head out, let's just go out, and I said, no, 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 I'm gonna crawl my way up to this ridge, and you go and hunt. He's like, I don't care, man. Let's just go. And I said, no, I'll be all right. So I crawled up, sat on the ground. I wasn't able to climb or nothing, and my feet were just throbbing. I told my wife, and I said, honey, I think I broke something. Like something is this is actually like it's bad, you know. I said, I'm gonna tough it out, and hopefully I'm gonna kill something. That's what I told her.
Yeah.
Maybe about 45 minutes later, man, the pain don't settle. You're talking about pain, and I was sweating, and there was moments where I was moving my feet, and I was feeling like I was gonna pass out. So I said, I'm just gonna start easing out, because I don't want Parker to deal with me on his way out, you know.
Wow.
So I was sliding going downhill, crawling coming uphill, and I made it back on the boat, and I heard. I was like, dang it. Because I mean, I was happy because I was like, yes, he killed a buck. I know he wasn't going to shoot a doe. I was like, he just killed a buck, but I got to go to the ER. And I know now it's going to be, by the time that we got in the boat with the buck and back and all, it was like 11 o'clock when I was at the ER. So I ended up rupturing.
I know that, but I didn't as bad as you did. But that's what when I stabbed myself, it was
Yeah.
several hours, getting to the ER and I bled quite a bit. But yeah, because we had a deer, you had to deal with a deer. Deer's
Yeah.
more important than
Yeah.
You trade like I'll trade 4 stitches for another buck.
Oh,
That's
every
fine.
day. Every day. Yeah. Every
Your
day.
sad part is you can't go that far now, so I don't know
No.
if I would trade that for another buck, but just
Yeah.
maybe depending on how big it is. But,
Depending on how big it is, yeah. But because now, man, yeah, I can't, and
so you ruptured like a tendon or
a
something?
tendon, yeah, the
Wow.
tendon that runs from your heel all the way across the bottom of your feet is called plantar or something like that.
Wow.
I ruptured that one, and now it's a waiting game. I gotta go in 7 more days to the doctor for a second appointment, just to see what I got a walking boot, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna be. This could very easily be the end of the season, but if it is, guess what? Hey, there it is.
Yeah.
I'm happy,
Yeah.
and
I mean, that's a great season.
yes,
Yeah. A lot of people are not going to do that.
if I can kill a buck like this, like you said, every other year or something like that, man, I'd be more than pumped. I'd be tickled to death. Even though that he broke this time right here,
Yeah.
it's still good, man.
Character.
Yeah, yes,
That's cool how that's so swelled up.
Yeah, that is.
That's an amazing buck, Pablo. Man, I'm proud of you, man.
I appreciate you a lot, man. You always there every time that I call you, and every time that I booger you, with some
You ain't bothered, man. I love it. I love stuff like this. I love seeing the success from, maybe, and being a small part of, talking with you and hopefully, I've helped you with that, and that's fine.
Oh,
So
you
it's-
did,
it's amazing. So,
Yeah.
so, and I forget, I can't remember, we come over here shooting bows and stuff and that,
Yeah.
and you can shoot a dang bow. I mean,
Remember the first time that I took a shot, I put it through the fence. Remember?
Well, I didn't tell. I got a bear target back there that's
Yeah.
30 years old, and a block target, and I didn't think to tell him that bear target is not shootable. anyway, he made a perfect kill shot on this bear, but he speared that fence good.
Yeah,
it went all the way through the bear and went into the privacy fence.
Yeah.
But that's my fault. But it's a great shot.
And then remember you put an arrow up there in a pine at my house.
Yeah, I got you back at your house. I put an arrow in a pine tree at his house.
But yeah, man.
All that's great times doing that
yes,
stuff is amazing. It's awesome. So
is
again, congratulations on this fine buck. I mean, man, he's gonna be an awesome mount. So.
Yes, he's going to.
So, yeah, he's great, man. Thanks for coming on and telling the story, man. That's awesome.
Man.
So,
thank you for inviting me again, and thank y'all, everybody out there. Like, subscribe, comment. You know, it's a lot of years of experience right here. Everything is pretty much like almost for free. You can get out of them. So watch these videos. You're gonna learn a lot. Also, I would recommend y'all, if y'all haven't got the book, man, y'all missing out. It's Christmas time again. Friends, family, neighbors, you know, anybody. That's a really good book. Mine is signed by him, and so it makes it even better. But I will highly recommend y'all to go ahead and get you a copy of Secrets of Taking Mature Bucks on Public Lands by Michael Perry on Amazon and so many other different places. Y'all gonna enjoy it a lot.
I appreciate that. Thank you. So,
no, man.
Come on again, and thank y'all for watching. Again, just like I said, subscribe, please share, like, and hey, season is getting rolling good. Get them flat, and we'll see y'all.
That is good stuff right there, man.
Oh, wait. Thank y'all for watching this video. Hey, we appreciate y'all's support. Hey, you don't care if you haven't got a book yet, Amazon, get a book. We got hard copies now available. It took me a while to get them, but hey, they're on there now. Again, we appreciate it. Appreciate everybody's hard work that helped us to get this done. You know, lifetime achievement. So anyway, you can get one, and thanks again for y'all's support. Subscribe, like, tell your friends, and we'll keep coming up with these videos. So we'll see y'all on the next one.